if I had a can right now, it would, and then I'd be like, what's up everyone? And then I'd be hanging out with you guys, but I left my can in the other room, so I'm just gonna go off like this. My name is Jacob Perkins. I'm the owner of Hensbred Productions. Thank you for tuning in. What I'm gonna talk about today, really quick, is Final Cut Pro. They have a new tracking feature, which is awesome. I totally mind blown by it. And just about like going from my roots, just to know me really quick, why I got into things. I was watching the Apple specs thing yesterday, and like everybody else, and I was really impressed with how they were handling it. Like they were 3 times the M1 chip, and the M1 chip came out, it came out last year, this year, and they were like, we went 3 times beyond it. Just total Apple sized it. They were like, hey, you know, we want you to buy a computer now because we have the next thing coming. So they have the M2 chip Max. They're working on it right now. But point is, I got a maxed out computer last year, the Intel version, and I spent a lot of money on it, close to $5,000 on this computer. And I was like, oh, well, they got the M1 Max. Let me see what my trade-in value was. And they hit me, they were like, we'll give you $1,600 for it. And it just... Man, I'll give it to you, Apple. The new computer's way more affordable than I thought they would be, but geez, man, you really hit me over the head and you said, we don't want your old computer. So, looks like I'm not getting a new computer for like 3 more years. I shouldn't have to, for 4 more years. But I went on to my computer today and I saw that they had updated Final Cut. Maybe that part during the presentation, I wasn't paying attention. But when I came in today, that was awesome because they had a new tracking feature. And I've used tracking with Pixel Film Studios. And I love Pixel Film Studios. They have some great plugins that you can use. But for some reason, when you use some of their stuff, as powerful as my computer is, it totally bottlenecks it. It stops. I'm editing on proxies and just can't do it. And something's up with Pixel Film. But to see that there was a native tracking form in Final Cut, and I used it, it's totally awesome. I'm just totally mind blown by that. But why that's kind of cool is today I happened to be doing a job for Black Zombie Disc Golf. And they're a disc golf team out here in Austin. And what better thing to track than a small object flying through the air? Spoiler, it does not do that really well. I'm going to do my best to show you that on the computer just so you can kind of see the capabilities of it, just face value. I know there's so many things you can do, but just for like a regular editor, if you're thinking about getting a Final Cut, man, they gave you a tool that is really powerful. Then second thing I want to go over is a little bit about myself. So I am a editor first, and I've been doing video work, and in the pandemic I was doing video work getting paid, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to make this my career. But one of the things that was the fulfilling part for me to make this my career was the fact that I'd be able to hang out with my dog every day. And that, you know, it just happened to be like today where I realized how lucky I am. You know, I'm at the disc golf course and Lou's running around, and you really can't beat that. So if you're into video and you're like, man, I really want to do this thing, and you love it, just do that thing. You know, if you have a good reason for it, just jump into it. If you're like, hey man, I'll make a bunch of money, then I would probably think about it a little bit, because when you start nickel and diamond customers, it doesn't become fun anymore. That's just based off my experience. Want to be more up to date, so if you're watching episode 1 after 100 episodes have gone by, just to see how episode 1 went, how'd it go? if you're watching episode 1 on episode 1 and you're like, I don't know how this is going to go, believe me, it's a learning process. I'm just going to be doing a lot of what it makes me special is my creativity. I'm going to come in with it. I'm going to try and do my best to entertain you folks while also doing the best job I can at growing my skills. So if you see me, just know I'm gonna do my best to do that for you. Hensbread is a video production team out here in Austin, Texas, and we'd be happy to work with you if you send us a message. But I'm not here to plug that. Just Hensbread is an up and coming production team, and on YouTube we're not gonna be doing like reviews and not like. That's not how I want to be known, because I just don't know how, like, the technicals of things. I just know if I like things or not, and like if I buy it, what I like about it, what makes sense. Yeah, you know, let's go on this journey. Let's see what we come up with. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next episode.